Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, congratulates the men's and women's with specific needs national teams following their victory at the Global African Championship. The 23rd session of the Great Algerian-Tunisian Joint Cooperation Commission ends with the signing of agreements and memoranda of understanding in vital sectors to promote the bilateral relations to a strategic partnership. The People's National Army commemorates the 11th of December 1960 protests by naming military infrastructures after martyrs and mujahideen of our glorious National Liberation War. Welcome back. On his official social media account, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, congratulated the men's and women's with specific needs national teams following their victory at the Global African Championship organized in the Republic of Egypt. In his message, the head of state hailed his achievement that honors Algeria and encourages the athletes to continue their efforts, wishing them good luck in the upcoming games. The men's and women's with specific needs national teams were crowned African champions in Egypt after defeating the Egyptians in the final, thus ensuring qualification for the upcoming World Games in China. The 23rd session of the Great Algerian-Tunisian Joint Cooperation Commission that ended on Friday afternoon in Tunis under the co-presidency of the Prime Minister Sifi Riyeb and the Tunisian head of government Sarah Zafrani was a new step in the cooperation process between the two countries and an occasion to reaffirm the convergence of their positions regarding several mutual interest issues. The Prime Minister affirmed that this session is part of the implementation of the directives of the presidents of the two countries to improve the bilateral relations to a strategic partnership. He also affirmed that the two countries have important human and material resources that allow them to reinforce the economic integration to build a strong partnership in several sectors. In his speech, the Prime Minister affirmed that the cooperation relations reached a level of maturity and experience that facilitate the implementation of innovative mechanisms to overcome any challenge. We'll listen.
بداية أن أنوه بالمستوى المتميز والنوعي الذي بلغته علاقات بلدينا الشقيقين.
I would like to highlight the remarkable and qualitative level reached by the relations between our two countries, as well as the major steps witnessed in our cooperation, driven by the strong will shared by both sides to elevate it to the level of strategic and integrative partnerships. Partnerships that reflect the shared struggle and sacrifices of our two peoples and fulfill their aspirations for greater complementary and mutual benefit. Our meeting today provides an important opportunity to jointly assess the state of cooperation and partnership between our two countries, to examine its current challenges and future prospects, and especially to evaluate what has been achieved since the last session of the High Joint Cooperation Commission. This commission serves as the central platform for monitoring and following up on the significant momentum that characterizes the cooperation between our two brotherly nations.
Regarding the regional and international situations, Sifi Riyeb expressed his satisfaction regarding the total convergence of views of the two countries in several issues, notably the Palestinian cause and the situation in Libya. We'll listen.
في ظل الأزمات والمآسي التي يعيشها العالم العربي.
In light of the crisis and tragedies affecting the Arab world, both countries stand firmly with the Palestinian people as they face genocide and attempt to eradicate their cause. Our two nations also support a comprehensive political solution to the crisis in Libya by enabling Libyans themselves to achieve national reconciliation and organize legislative and presidential elections. In the same spirit, our two countries agree on the importance of restoring harmony in Sudan, preserving its unity and sovereignty, preventing further bloodshed and protecting its resources.
The Tunisian head of state, for her part, hailed the exceptional relations between the two countries and the two brotherly peoples, as well as the commitment of the two presidents to develop the bilateral cooperation in all sectors. We listen to Sarah Zafrani.
This occasion reflects the commitment of the leadership of our two countries to further strengthen the bonds of brotherhood, cooperation and good neighborliness between Tunisia and Algeria, elevating them to the highest levels and achieving concrete results that build on their rich shared past, meet the aspirations of our two brotherly peoples and lay solid foundations for the prosperous future we all strive for. Our meeting today is an important opportunity to review the progress achieved in various areas of joint cooperation, assess its pathways and explore new prospects to enhance and develop its mechanisms for greater effectiveness and efficiency. In this context, we express our satisfaction with the positive momentum and encouraging results that bilateral cooperation between the two countries has witnessed in recent years, as well as the tangible achievements realized during previous sessions of the Tunisian-Algerian High Joint Commission.
إيجابية ونتائج مرضية وما تحقق من إنجازات ملموسة خلال الدورات السابقة للجنة الكبرى المشتركة التونسية الجزائرية.
And before the beginning of the session, the Prime Minister had talks with the Tunisian Head of State, Sarah Zafrani. They evoked the ways of reinforcing the bilateral relations and improving the cooperation between the two countries. Then, the talks were extended to the delegations of the two countries. In Tunis, the work of the Algerian-Tunisian Joint Committee concluded with the signing of 25 agreements and memoranda of understanding covering key sectors. A report by Hudar Wabah, taken up by Melissa Kabesh.
23rd session of the Algerian-Tunisian Joint Committee concluded with the signing of 25 agreements and memoranda of understanding, marking an important step in strengthening cooperation between the two brotherly countries. The agreements covered several key sectors, including energy, industry, pharmaceutical production and agriculture, serving as a concrete proof of the shared political will to build a fully integrated and sustainable partnership. Following the signing ceremony, the Prime Minister expressed his satisfaction with the diversity of the agreements, particularly those related to economic cooperation and investment.
سمح التئام هذه الدورة.
This session has allowed us to make significant progress in enhancing bilateral cooperation. As demonstrated by the number of legal texts signed, these agreements will undoubtedly strengthen the legal and institutional frameworks needed to support the growing dynamism in our bilateral cooperation. Beyond the strong collaboration in security, military and energy fields, economic cooperation continues to expand steadily, enabling both nations to make better use of their potential in a complementary manner.
باستغلال إمكانيات البلدين وتوظيف طاقاتهما بشكل متكامل.
The Tunisian Prime Minister called for expanding joint investment, boosting partnerships between small and medium-sized enterprises, and revitalizing border industrial zones as platforms for regional integration and job creation.
We are
confident that the initiatives and partnerships emerging from this forum will contribute to strengthening Tunisian-Algerian relations through effective, tangible cooperation on the ground. A total of 210 Algerian and Tunisian companies took part in the forum. These outcomes reaffirm the mutual commitment of both countries to advance their bilateral relations into a strategic partnership founded on complementarity and integration. Special emphasis is placed on transforming border regions into thriving development zones that foster wealth creation, generate employment, and strengthen economic and social bonds between the two brotherly peoples.
Algerian startups connect with Slovenian innovation hubs, exchanging experience and exploring opportunities to drive growth at home. Asmafar with more details.
As part of the scheduled meetings in Slovenia, the startups visited Actuality, a company specializing in digital services. The visit was an opportunity to explore the company's technological equipment and the modern solutions it is developing.
We truly believe that startups play a key role in energizing any sector, but what matters most is thinking about long-term success, not just the launch phase. This is the message we want to convey after many years of experience in the field.
As part of their introduction to scientific institutions, the delegation visited the Information Science Institute in Maribor, the body responsible for managing scientific data. During the visit, members explored the technical infrastructure and the platforms that support the center's activities.
We are responsible for the HPC Vega supercomputer, the largest in Slovenia. Today I presented my project on artificial intelligence and the use of machine learning models to create synthetic enzymes and proteins. Experiences were exchanged with the startups in Slovenia, and they reflected the same challenges faced by the Algerian company. These shared obstacles motivate me to develop an action plan for my own company so that we can move forward.
These exchanges lay the groundwork for Algeria startups to turn shared insights into concrete actions and new opportunities at home.
For the 65th anniversary of the December 11th events, provinces held ceremonies honoring the martyrs, laying wreaths of flowers and reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. Army units also organized commemorations across various military sectors. Melissa Kabash with the details.
At the Military Institute of Documentation, Assessment and Foresight of the Ministry of National Defense in Malma, Major General Mohammed Saleh bin Bisha, Secretary General of the Ministry of National Defense, presided over the naming ceremony of the Institute's headquarters after war veteran Colonel Khalafi Ramdan. In the 4th Military Region, Major General Omar Tlemceni, commander of the 4th Military Region, presided over the naming ceremony of the Regional Road Services Facility of the National Gendarmerie in Lagbat after martyr Ben Shahra Boulanwar. And in the 5th Military Region, Major General Nouruddin Hambli, commander of the 5th Military Region, oversaw the naming ceremony of the Family Rest Center in Jijel after the martyr Gassama Hussein. The National Gendarmerie Training Center bore the name of war veteran Ben Ziyad al-Tahir. In the same context, the commander of the 1st Military Region, Major General Ali Sidan, presided over the naming ceremonies of both the 501 Vehicle Transport Regiment in Bugazul, now bearing the name of Martyr Khalif Muhammad, alongside the 12th Transport Regiment, the 12th Mechanized Infantry Division, after Martyr Saidani Saad. The Regional Directorate of Road Safety in Barwagiya was named after war veteran Fergani Ahmed. In the 6th Military Region, Major General Mohammed Ajrud, commander of the 6th Military Region, presided over the naming ceremony of a military unit in Borj Baji Mukhtar after war veteran Sidi Mohammed. Major General Mohammed Taibi Brakni, commander of the 2nd Military Region, also oversaw the naming of the 22nd Ministerial Institution for General Reserve of the Commissariat in Tiaret after martyr Giton Ali. And from the 3rd Military Region, Major General Fudil Nasruddin, commander of the 3rd Military Region, presided over the naming ceremony of the Regional Commissariat Institution of the National Gendarmerie in Bashar after martyr Adrari Abdel Qadir. At the Maintenance and Repair Establishment in Nurwiba in the 1st Military Region, Major General Dawi Tuami, Central Director of Equipment at the Ministry of National Defense, presided over the naming ceremony of the establishment after war veteran Al-Harbi Rashid. These ceremonies were attended by senior officers of the People's National Army, alongside several authorities and families of the martyrs and war veterans who were honored on this occasion.
And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.